Well, it looks as if Frostbite Falls is really on the way to becoming a big town. For the tiny Minnesota hamlet can now claim its own movie theater, the Frostbite Falls Bijou Theater and Pet Shop. And here coming out of the lobby and past the white mice are our two heroes, Rocket Squirrel and Bullwinkle Moose.
Keen pictures, eh, Bullwinkle?
Yeah, all except that last one.
You mean a trolley named Tallulah starring March Marlowe and his ultry-sultry look?
Yeah, too much mushy stuff.
We sure had an ultry-sultry look, though.
Oh, anybody can look like that.
Can you?
Just watch. Well, look here, Stella. Things are gonna be done my way, I'm not at all. You understand, Stella?
That didn't look very ultry-sultry to me.
But as fate would have it, Bullwinkle had inadvertently opened a cage full of white mice, and at that instant they were spotted by two nearby girls.
Oh!
What?
Gee, you just looked at them and they fainted.
I told you I got a ultry-sultry look.
Boy, try it again.
Okay. Well, they got a thing here they call a Napoleonic code, Stella, and... That's pretty sensational, Rock.
I didn't know you had it in you, Bullwinkle.
Me neither. It just sort of oozed out.
You're as good as March Marlowe.
Who's he?
Try it one more time, just to make sure.
Well, I hate to give it away for free, but okay. It's gonna be you and me all the way, Stella, honey.
But by this time, the mice were all gone, and this lady's reaction was different.
Hey, looky there, Rock. She's hysterical with love.
Sure looks like it.
But when Bullwinkle had passed on, the lady recovered enough to gasp.
The most ridiculous thing I ever saw in my life.
But it was too late. By the time he got home, Bullwinkle was already convinced that he was the greatest actor who ever lived.
Oh, come now, I'm not big-headed.
No?
I'm just the greatest actor since Elmo Lincoln.
Elmo Lincoln?
And there's only one place where I can give of my talents.
The annual Moose Picnic?
No, Hollywood.
Hollywood?
No, Hollywood with 3 or 4 L's.
And Bullwinkle swiftly packed a suitcase and slung his mattress over his shoulder.
Why the mattress, Bullwinkle?
Well, looky here, it's stuffed full of money I earned on my paper route. It's my life savings.
In a mattress? Why don't you use a safe deposit box?
My feet hang over the edge.
Not to sleep on, to keep your money in.
'Cause when you put it in a bank, you can't take it with you, and I'm going.
Well, I think it's just silly. You go on if you want to. I'm going to stay here. Tut, Rocket J. Squirrel. Who are you? I'm your conscience. You can't let Bullwinkle go. Why not? Think of your friendship. Well, think of your years together. Well, think of the plot. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'll do it. I'll go along to keep him out of trouble. You should live so long.
And so a short while later, Rocky and Bullwinkle stood together at the railroad ticket counter.
That'll be $91.60, Bullwinkle.
Right. Got it right here.
My gonnies, that's the biggest wallet I ever did see.
And in a short while, our heroes were on a train headed toward the setting sun and perhaps Bullwinkle's rising star, all unaware that a few seats away, 2 pairs of sinister eyes were staring wickedly at Bullwinkle's mattress full of money. Don't miss our next episode of Punch in the Snoot or The Nose Tattoo.
What's up, son?
Oh, it's this darn gumdrop machine, Pop. I keep putting pennies in it, but nothing comes out.
Well, I shouldn't wonder you've been putting pennies in a parking meter.
No wonder.
Well, don't feel too bad, Junior. It happens to all of us. Remember, a fool and his money are soon parted. And that brings us to today's fable, which I call The Fox and the Winking Horse.
What ho, Dobbin? Eating your breakfast, I see.
Instead of answering, Dobbin, or Harold, which was his real name, he looked up at the fox and slyly winked. Now, this had an unusual effect.
My goodness! When Dobbin winks, he doesn't fool about.
Anxious to get as far away from the animal as possible, the fox slinked off into the underbrush. However, every time he looked around, there was the horse winking. The fox even tried to hide, but to no avail. In final desperation, the poor fox wandered into a nearby village and purchased a pair of sunglasses.
Now, if this doesn't do the trick, nothing will.
Turning a corner, he ran smack dab into the horse, who promptly winked.
Eureka! It worked!
Yes, the sunglasses prevented the wink from having its dire effect. Unfortunately, the horse chose to wink in every direction, and in a matter of minutes, the populace of the small village were all bouncing on their heads.
Stop it, Dobbin! Stop it, I say! Look what you're doing!
Of course, people bouncing on their heads not only lose their equilibrium, but the contents of their pockets as well.
Money? Watches? Wilkie buttons?
The temptation was too great. In one fell swoop, the fox swept up the loot and skulked his way out of town. Later, at an inconvenient hideout...
I'm rich! Rich, do you hear? Rich!
You're also under arrest.
I say, who are you?
Sheriff of that small village you just robbed.
We all know foxes are fast. Before the sheriff could act, he bolted out of the cave and was off to freedom. A freedom which lasted approximately 2 seconds.
Confound you, Dobbin. Why did I have to run into you?
It was a mighty sad fox who viewed the outside world from the inside of a county jail.
Drat that winking horse. If it hadn't been for him, I would never have gotten into this mess.
Hey, Fox, you got a visitor.
What?
Says she's your mother. You want to see her?
Oh, yes, of course. My mother's living in Toledo, Ohio.
You got just 2 minutes.
The fox was about to embrace the hooded figure when the aroma of new-mown hay assailed his nostrils.
It's you.
Suddenly, a plan formed in the fox's agile but warped mind.
Quickly, horse. Start winking, and the sheriff will never be able to stop us. No, not at me. Wink at the sheriff.
Thus, a daring escape took place. Naturally, the incensed citizens of this village formed a posse and gave chase, only to return empty-handed.
I see you caught up with that winking horse.
Well, we didn't get this way eaten upside-down cake.
1 hour later, the first in a series of unparalleled robberies began.
I say, stop, Choo-Choo.
Get off of the tracks, Fox, or I'll run you over.
Don't make me laugh. This is a hold-up.
Don't make me laugh. How can one little fox rob this big train?
It was simple. The horse winked, and lo, the entire train inverted itself, spilling the contents of the passengers' pockets all over the tracks. Stagecoaches, Pony Express riders, they all fell prey to the winking horse.
You know something, Dobbin? I've almost enough money to retire. All I need is $50,000 more.
Which happened to be the exact amount in the coffers of the last national bank. However, the president was no ordinary fool.
Gentlemen, the reason I've given you guns instead of fountain pens to work with today is that I suspect an attempted robbery.
The reason he suspected it was mainly due to the fact that the fox had a gun pointing at his back.
All right, sir. Hand over the money.
Oh, don't be a fool, Fox. You can't possibly outshoot all my employees.
I won't have to. Give him the works, Dobbin.
Dobbin hastened to obey, but something was wrong. Try as he may, he couldn't wink.
I say, what's wrong, old paint, as the expression goes? Come on, wink.
But old paint couldn't. Needless to say, the holdup was a distinguished flop, and the fox and the winking horse found themselves securely behind bars. Which only goes to prove, son, a fool and his money are soon parted.
Oh, I don't think it proves that at all, Pop.
You don't, huh?
No, I think it proves this. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him wink. Care for a gumdrop?
And now, here's that smash of the window-washing world, Mr. Know-It-All.
Hello there, friends. Today we take up the problem of how to wash a window. All you need is a sponge, a bucket, and a dirty window, like this one. Which brings up the point of always checking to see that there's a window. Then, of course, there's the window on the tall building, such as this one. It's essential that you don't frighten the office workers by suddenly appearing 70 stories above the street outside their window. So naturally, you tap gently. Oh, kind sir, I don't wish to distract or frighten you, so would you mind lowering your blind? The blinds! Undo the cord to the blind! Then there is the safety belt method. This method keeps you from falling by simply hooking one end of your belt to this side of the window and the other end of your belt to this side. No belt. Oh, well, I'll just use my suspenders.
Gee, Mr. Know-It-all, you didn't show us how to wash many windows. What have you got to say for yourself?
Just, where's my bucket? Thanks loads.
Peabody here, and for you poetry lovers, today's excursion into yesteryear will be a highly informative one.
Are we going to visit Ogden Nash, Mr. Peabody?
No, Sherman, the poetic personality we will tete-a-tete with is none other than William Shakespeare. We set the Wayback Machine for Warwickshire, England, in the year 1611, and in its customary ingenious manner, the Wayback deposited us before a small neighborhood theater, the Stratford-on-Avon.
Now playing a new play by Will Shakespeare, Romeo and Zelda. Romeo and Zelda?
Must be a misprint. But it wasn't, for inside the play was in rehearsal, and...
Zelda, wherefore art thou, Zelda?
Instead of appearing on the balcony, Juliet, or rather Zelda, came marching out of the wings carrying a large flower pot. She left the stage and went directly to a familiar figure who was sitting all alone in the front row.
That must be William Shakespeare, Mr. Peabody. And look, she's going to present him with a flower.
She presented him with a flower, all right. Pot and all.
That'll teach you to steal my play.
It's a man wearing a disguise.
Francis Bacon, if I'm not mistaken, and I never am.
Bacon, you'll fry for this. Ushers, throw this pretender out.
You haven't seen the last of me, Shakespeare. I'll be back.
Are you all right, Mr. Shakespeare?
Quite, my lad. But this comes at a most inopportune time. The play opens tonight. By the by, would you care to witness the initial performance?
It would be an honor, sir. However, there's just one thing.
Oh?
Don't you think Juliet would sound better than Zelda?
Juliet. Odds bodkins, sir, I like it. Juliet it shall be.
So that evening saw the auspicious debut of a new play entitled Sam and Juliet.
Sam?
We'll work on him, Sherman. The play progressed smoothly, and the audience was very enthusiastic, all three of them. But during the balcony scene, things went suddenly awry.
Juliet, wherefore art thou, Juliet?
Poor Sam never found out, because without a warning, the ladder he was on unexpectedly gave way and...
The play is ruined, irretrievably and hopelessly ruined.
Why do you say that, Mr. Shakespeare?
Because there isn't another actor who knows Sam's role.
I do.
A quick change of clothing, a new ladder, me, and the play resumed.
Oh, hark, what hollow light burneth in yonder patio.
Egad, the lad's an ad-libber.
Verily, I shall ascendeth yon balcony and meet my beloved.
Easy with your big toe, Sherman. You're crushing my collarbone.
Juliet! Thou art wherefore, Juliet?
You can well imagine Sherman's dismay when, instead of a lovely young maiden, a lovely young lion appeared. In one prodigious leap, the huge cat left the balcony and proceeded to empty the theater. He then turned on us.
Run for your lives, the performance is cancelled.
Quick, Mr. Peabody!
No need to panic. We'll simply ring the curtain down.
Oh, the tragedy of it all, that this should happen to me. If I ever found the rogue who owned that beast.
That beast is mine.
Bacon.
With eggs.
That did it. That terraced the sheet. We shall settle our grievances with a duel. Fountain pens at 40 paces.
Fountain pen's my eye tooth. We shall settle it with pistols.
Mr. Shakespeare, you can't fight a duel.
I must. Mr. Peabody, you will act as my second, and you, young man, you shall be my third.
At dawn the following day, the participants met on a misty common.
You will each take 10 paces, turn, and fire. Go!
Bacon and Shakespeare set off, but it was so misty that by the 10th step they were no longer visible.
You've got to stop them, Mr. Peabody. They're liable to get hurt.
Don't worry, worry, Sherman. I have a plan. We dashed out into the mist to where a pile of bricks and a wheelbarrow of cement stood.
What's this doing here?
I put it here during the night. Now, the world record for erecting a brick wall is 3 seconds. I shall eclipse that.
But Mr. Shakespeare and Mr. Bacon are going to fire.
They did. I completed the wall in 9/10 of a second. Just in time to stop the bullets.
Well, that should settle Bacon's hash.
And that should take care of Shakespeare.
Bacon?
The good police of Avon arrived at that moment and carted the duelists off to jail.
Boy, am I glad that's over.
Yes, a few days in the quiet confines of a cell should cool them off.
Well, there's one thing that puzzles me, Mr. Peabody. How did William Shakespeare get the name Bard of Avon?
A misnomer, Sherman. William Shakespeare was not called the Bard of Avon. He was Bard in Avon.
Last time, you remember, Bullwinkle tried out his ultra-sultry look on a couple of young ladies who promptly fainted dead away. Bullwinkle didn't know that the girls had really fainted because they saw a mouse.
Yeah, now he's convinced he's the greatest actor in the world.
Oh, I am not.
You're not?
I'm just one of the greatest.
But you can't go to Hollywood, Bullwinkle.
I don't want to go, Rock, but they need me. You ought to be in pictures.
Oh, isn't that terrible?
You were born to be kissed.
Come on now, Bullwinkle, you're not serious.
Just watch me.
And snatching up a mattress full of money earned from his paper route, the movie-struck moose had left the cottage.
Wait up, Bullwinkle. You're my buddy. I gotta go along with you.
Yeah, noblesse oblige, eh, Rock?
What's that mean?
I don't know, I just made it up.
Now our boys are on the way to California, unaware that Bullwinkle's mattress full of money is the target of 2 pairs of sinister eyes belonging to... Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, it can't be.
Say the name.
Boris and Natasha.
Ta-da!
Then we steal mattress, Boris.
No time like the president, Natasha. Look, we're coming to tunnel. When it gets dark, we grab mattress and make a run for it, okay?
Okay.
And as our heroes sat unsuspecting, the train plunged into a dark tunnel.
Now, Natasha.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, who are you?
I'm Bullwinkle.
Not you.
I'm still Bullwinkle.
I got it, Natasha. Let's go.
But Boris...
Don't argue. Let's get out of here.
And as the train emerged from the tunnel, Boris chuckled gleefully.
Well, here it is, Natasha, right over my shoulder.
I certainly am.
Natasha, it's you.
Boris, how could you mistake me for a mattress?
Can I help it if you put on weight?
Boris, we missed our chance.
Silly girl. Remember old Pennsylvanian proverb. We have only begun to fight.
Darling, that was said by American John Paul Jones.
We invented John Paul Jones.
Oh.
Well, our boys weren't bothered for the rest of the trip and finally arrived safe and sound in the movie capital of the world.
Hollywood, here I am.
Nobody seems to care very much, Bullwinkle.
Ah, but Rocky was wrong. Somebody cared a lot.
Welcome. Welcome to Hollywood, stranger.
Well, that's better.
We greet you with open hearts, darling. What would you like to buy?
Buy? I thought you were greeting us with open hearts.
It's 50-50 deal. We open hearts, you open mattress.
Buy a souvenir of Hollywood, darling.
Sure. Postcards, oranges, cemetery lots, bottle smog, all kind tourist attraction.
Tourist! I'll have you know I'm a bona fide actor.
An actor! Oh, boy, are you in luck?
Sometimes. Why?
Do you know who I am?
Come to think of it, you do look familiar.
And that voice.
Of course. Allow me to introduce myself. D.W. Grifter at your service.
Not D.W. Grifter, the famous talent scout.
Who else? Stick with me, booby. I'll make you a star.
Cross your heart?
Of course, doll baby. Just place your your fate in my hand.
Yeah, hands.
And the world will be at your feet.
Yeah, hands and feet.
You said it, sweetie.
Now, why should Boris stand there patting Bullwinkle on the back?
Looking for soft spot for the knife.